So this is a comic called Snail Adventures. Snail saw an apple. Snail wanted to get that apple, but Snail is little and the tree is big. Snail saw someone as big as the tree and decided to ask for help. The two helped each other. Big gave to little, and little gave to big what they both needed from each other's worlds. Snail saw how happy Elephant got with one flower and wanted to get more for their new friend. But when Snail came back, ants had helped themselves to Snail's apple. Hey, that's mine. I had to ask an elephant to get it. Sorry, Snail, we can get you a new one. How will you do that? You're little, like me. Yeah, I am little, but me and the rest of the ants together, we can do anything. And so the ants helped Snail get a new apple. If you could do that, why did you take the apple on the ground? You give the help you can to the best of your abilities. In a perfect world, people who have more resources help those with less. And if possible, they both help each other in their own way. But the world we live in is far from perfect, and the people who have more resources won't always help the people with less. Not unless we speak up and say, this isn't okay. So we turn to our community, our unions for better wages, and to raise our quality of life. We can scroll to the next one. So, why is it important to support our unions? I asked Brandon Sprinkle, who is a Teamster for the local Union 952, and he said, quote, I think that it's imperative to support unions because even though we only represent a small fraction of the private sector workforce, unions can still influence how every single non-union reporter has to treat their workers. In essence, it's because unions set the standards in a lot of areas, and if we see union power continue to decline, we would see a repeat of the early 1900s, where 19,000s, where these corporations quite literally get away with murder. End quote. He then continues on to say, in my few years of bargaining contracts, I've seen it happen firsthand. As an example, we negotiated a very strong contract at a food distribution company called Cisco. After we did this, Cisco's non-union competitor Performance Food Group raised their pay scale similar to what we negotiated at Cisco, all for the sole purpose of keeping the union out. Next slide. It can be easy to feel helpless in the world that we live in, but always remember that if you feel helpless, someone feels the same way. And there is always a community for you out there who will fight with you for what you believe in. Better wages, better living. And that's kind of all that I have. Thank you for reading.
No, no problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Brandon is my friend from high school. We were in choir together, and I've seen him fight for his fellow shop stewards. He started as one of the people who like pack our packages and stuff, and he drives them to our houses. And he has seen how like badly people are treated with their minimum wage jobs, and he tries like so hard to fight for people and to tell them that you have rights and you shouldn't be treated this way. Um, and we have been talking about racism and how when people feel that they have a right to step on you, they just do it. And you have to know that you are worth more than you think you do. So this is what I thought to do because we have been talking about how unfairly BIPOC, POC people have been treated throughout history, and yeah, this is kind of what I learned from our talks. It's all been so wonderful. I'm so thankful to be part of this fellowship. And yes, I'm done.
Wow, Lainey, that was quite amazing. And the researcher in me is really grateful for you reference doing like primary research with you interviewing, referring to an interview that you conducted. And I mean, that's just amazing. So much to think about in that piece. And it was lovely at the same time too. It was a multi-sensory encounter. So, and you're getting a lot of love in the comments. People love the color and they're saying you're so amazing. It's all true.